Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles DeBanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty serious show for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So today I want to talk a little bit about the Lakers. As you guys know, the Lakers played against the Utah Jazz last night. I watched the game from beginning to end, and we ended up going live after the game, and I have a lot of thoughts. But apparently, I'm not the only one that appears to have thoughts about how the Lakers played and their outlook moving forward. It seems like even the head coach, Redick, has some things to say. So this morning, while looking for what to discuss, I came across a report here from this article where it has the following headline stating, Redick gets honest on Lakers. We're literally one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA, right? And I said to myself, this is a pertinent topic that we need to address because I have a lot of thoughts about what the coach had to say here. But before we even get into this article, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least two for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. And I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, great. So let's get into what this article had to say here in terms of the coach. It said the Los Angeles Lakers have climbed to second in the Western Conference standings following a 108-106 win over the Utah Jazz at the Delta Center on Sunday. The Lakers, who are now 12-4, had yet another rough shooting night. However, the head coach, Redick, spoke about the woes in the post-game press conference. He said, "I thought it was our defense that won us this game," Redick said. "And I told the guys this after the game. We're literally one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA right now. I don't think that's who we are. We've got to make shots, and we've got to shoot them with confidence. We had 23 assists. We could have easily had 30 some if we made shots tonight," Redick added. "We got to shoot the ball better, but it's got to be a belief in each other and a belief in ourselves to knock down these shots." The Lakers, okay, so you have that. Now, JJ wasn't the only one that seemed to be concerned about the Lakers shooting. Not concerned, but that had some comments about the Lakers shooting. Apparently, LeBron James, who just made his return, second game actually since he's been back, he also has some thoughts about this. So we want to play a little bit of the sound of what LeBron had to say about the Lakers shooting, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to LeBron James here.
Like, you guys, as a team, have not shot the ball well at all yet this season.
It won't last. I'm not worried about it. We got too many good shooters. It won't last. We're getting great looks. I mean, if we were shooting bad shots and missing, then we could be, worrying about, okay, how can we create better looks? We're getting great looks, all of us. So not worried about that. The numbers will average out.
Excellent. So you heard what he had to say. Now I want to quickly go to the box score. Okay, I want to go to the box score of yesterday's game. So let's look at the Lakers shooting. All right, most of their key players shot. They were abysmal. LeBron shot 44 from the field, 0% from three. Rui Hachimura shot 50% from the field, 50% from the three. He was one of the bright spots in the starting lineup. Andre, and obviously he went out of the game. So we have Austin Reeves. He shot 41% from the field, 12.5% from the three-point line, going 1 of 8. That's not going to get it done. Luka Doncic was even worse. He shot 25%, and I'm saying he shot a higher percent, but he took more threes, so he actually hurt his team. And he shot 41.7% from the field overall, and he went 10 to 24. Now, he did have 33 points, a double-double, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists, but he also didn't shoot well. If you look at the Lakers as a team, they shot 26% from the three. 26%, 10 of 38. Now, funny enough, the Utah Jazz shot better than them. They shot 32% from the 32.5% from the three. And here's the crazy part. If you watch that game, Utah is a terrible team. It's no secret that they're the number 11th ranked team in the Western Conference. They're horrible. And if you look at some of their shot selection and how they were, it was horrendous. So for the simple fact that you were playing against such a lousy team that could barely organize themselves on offense to get decent looks. I mean, just look at the last play at the end of the game. For goodness sake. I mean, if they had played against a halfway better team, Lakers would have lost by double digits, and I'm going to get to that a little bit later. Overall, from the floor, the Lakers shot 44% as a team. Utah shot 42%. So both of them didn't shoot well. Utah, you can at least understand because, again, as I just said, they're a horrible team. The Lakers, on the other hand, are the far more superior team. They have way more talented players, but they just had a bad shooting night. Now, some people can attribute that to, hey, look, the Lakers have been off for 5 days. Maybe they're going through some rust. Maybe that could be one of the issues. Yes, that could obviously be a factor in the Lakers not shooting well. But let's look at their overall season stats as a team, right? The Lakers this season rank number 19th in points per game, right? So they're in the bottom half of the league in terms of scoring. And defense, however, they're better. Their offense is rated 15th, so they're literally the middle of the league. They're actually a better defensive team than an offensive team. And I'm going to get to that a little bit later, why I think what these guys are doing now is going to be a recipe for disaster moving forward. But the sentiments that JJ Redick is expressing here, look, yes, the Lakers are going to, they're going to shoot better. They have better shooters on the floor. Guys are shooting pretty well. If you look at Austin Reeves, for example, Rui Hachimura, I believe, is shooting a career high from the three-point line this year. He's shooting in the high 40s. Let me pull up his stats here. Rui Hachimura is shooting, what is he shooting this year? He's shooting 48.3%. So this is a career year for him from the three-point line. Luka Doncic isn't really an efficient shooter, especially from the three-point line. This year, he's actually shooting 5 percentage points worse than he did last year. He's shooting 31% from the three. The last time he shot this bad was his sophomore year in the NBA. So Luka's not doing a good job shooting the threes, although he's doing other things for the team. Austin Reeves, I think he's been efficient this year. As a matter of fact, he is. Austin Reeves is, no, he's not. Austin Reeves is shooting the same percentage from three as Luka, 31% from the three. So that's not going to really work for you. Now, some people may say, hey, man, why don't you go to other guys like Marcus Smart coming off the bench? Marcus Smart has been a knockdown shooter this year. Sure, Marcus Smart has been a knockdown shooter for the Lakers. I think he's been a major bright spot for the team, but he's not really shooting that well as well. He's only shooting 24% from the field, so he's actually having a horrible year. He shot better in the past, right? So look, the Lakers need to figure out their shooting, but I don't think that's the biggest problem they have unless their goal is to outscore teams on a night in and night out basis. And let me tell you something, you got to be better than just outscoring. You also got to be able to play some defense. For the Lakers to be serious, they need to be at the very least, a top 10 defense and a top 10 offense, none of which they are right now. Now, that being said, they're still the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, a lot better than even I prognosticated for this team coming into the season. I feel good about them, but I do believe they have some issues, and I'm going to expand on those thoughts in a little bit. But these are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll catch you guys on the next show. I'm out. Peace.